Hi, I'm Mary Rogers, Director of Marketing Communications for Cuisinart. Today I'm going to show you our 14-cup Custom 14 food processor. It's iconic in the industry, it's beautifully designed, it has a timeless shape, it has paddle controls, so you can pulse or you can run it on continuously and you can turn it off. It has a wide mouth feed tube. It also has a one-piece pusher, which is really easy to use. The lid goes on and off by twisting it and then locking it back in place. One of the really great things about this food processor that I like to show people is that when you look at how the blade mounts into the bowl, the blade comes right to the very edge of the bowl, which makes it really, really good at chopping everything from a fine small clove of garlic to herbs, all the way up to pureeing soups. It's fabulous. When you're not chopping and you want to make dough, you can basically put in your dough blade by lining up the markings on the top of the blade with the stem. And this is great when you're doing things like pizza dough and bread dough. It does a fabulous job of kneading the dough for you. The next thing I'm going to show you is our shredding disc. The shredding disc is really great. It has these what I call balances on them, so it's balanced almost like your tires, so that when it spins really fast inside the food processor, it stays very level so that you always get consistent shreds and slices. And the way to use this is you put your stem adapter onto the disc, push it down, and turn it to lock it into place. Then same thing when you're using your slicing disc. This happens to be a medium slicing disc. You push it down and turn it to lock it into place. Always hold these blades, these discs by the edges. And then you just match up the marking on the top with the stem. And it goes right down into place. Put the lid back on, like I mentioned before, and you twist it to lock it into place. Then what you're going to do is remove your pusher, put in your pepper, because we're going to slice peppers. Then what we're going to do is when you first start using your food processor, sometimes when you're slicing and shredding, get yourself all set up and then use your pulse button. You'll get perfect slices every time. It's so quick and easy, it's unbelievable. And we're just going to put that there, and then I'm going to show you how beautiful these slices came out. And when you're slicing peppers like this, you could use them for a stir fry, or you can actually use them for a salad. Look how beautiful those came out, and they're really consistent. So next what I'm going to do is show you a little trick. When you do things like peppers first, and we're going to shred cheese next. Say you were doing this to top a pizza. Just wipe out your work bowl with a paper towel so you don't have to stop and wash, because all of your ingredients are going to go together. Then what we're going to do is remove the stem adapter, put it on the shredding disc, turn it over, match up the top icon with the stem again. We're going to put on our lid, lock it into place, remove the feed tube, put in the cheese, and you're not going to believe how great this does cheese. Quick and easy. It couldn't be faster. Some of the other things I want to mention about our food processor while I take the shredded cheese out, look how gorgeous that is. It couldn't be easier. A couple of other things I want to mention about our food processor is that all the removable parts are dishwasher safe. It also comes with a great how-to DVD, shows you all of the pieces and parts of your food processor. It also comes with a spatula that's designed specifically to use inside your work bowl. And you can't imagine how useful this appliance is. It takes up very little counter space. It takes up about the size of a piece of paper, an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, but it's unbelievably versatile. Enjoy your new food processor. Hi, I'm Mary Rogers, and this is the Cuisinart Gelateria Ice Cream Sorbet and Gelato Maker. It's beautifully designed, it's really compact, it's so simple and easy to use. Let me show you what comes with your ice cream maker. This is your integrated lid, and inside the lid, this is the removable cup. It's also a measure, so it goes up to half a cup. And you'll notice it also has a little hole here so that as you're adding, let's say, the nuts at the end of the cycle, you can just pour them through that little opening right there. This is your paddle, and it's used for all types of ice cream. I'm just going to put this on the side. This is your 2-quart freezer bowl, and we recommend that you put this in the freezer at least overnight for the best result. There's your paddle and the lid. Now on the front of the machine, you'll notice there's several functions. The first is ice cream, the next is gelato, and the last is sorbet. And each one of these pre-programmed options runs at a different speed for the optimal results. So first you have ice cream, and it will come up preset on 25 minutes, but you can adjust this all the way up to an hour or down if you prefer. And you just turn it on when you're all done choosing your time. Then you have gelato. It's a preset for 30 minutes. Same thing, just turn it on. You notice for gelato, it turns a little slower. And the last one is sorbet, which the recommended time is 40 minutes. You just turn it on and it starts. And what will happen is, this is so simple and easy to use. It takes all of the questionability out of making these frozen desserts. The great thing about it is it shuts off when it's done, and you can just enjoy your ice cream. Has a beautiful stainless steel finish. It's really nice and compact, and it couldn't be more fun to make ice cream at home. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the ingredients together to make an ice cream, and this happens to be butter pecan. I'm just going to put this back in here. And the first ingredient is your milk. So put that in with the sugar and the salt. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to whisk this until the sugar dissolves. And this is really simple and easy to do. This is such a fun thing to do with kids too, to show them how much fun and how simple and easy it is to make ice cream. The great thing about ice cream, making it at home, you know exactly what type of ingredients go in. If you prefer to use organic milk or organic sugar or whatever ingredients you have in your home, it's great. So that's the heavy cream. I'm just going to whisk that and then whisk in finally the vanilla. Now, normally what we recommend that you do is let this basically come together and let the flavors incorporate, and that takes about 2 hours, or you can leave it in the fridge overnight. But today, because we're going to be making this immediately, I'm not going to actually do that. So I'm just going to pour this into this pitcher just so it's a lot easier to get it in the ice cream maker so I don't make a mess. And you can see that the sugar was dissolved really well. So what I'm going to do is take this lid off, pour this inside, and then what I'm going to do is choose ice cream. It's preset on 25 minutes, and I'm going to hit start. And you saw how quickly that came together. In 25 minutes, you can have a beautiful, luscious ice cream. So our ice cream just finished churning, and then I just want to mention these happen to be the pecans that we had out earlier. All you need to do is, towards the very end of the mixing cycle, just add these a little bit at a time for some extra taste. And look how beautiful that is. Who doesn't love a cool ice cream any time of year? I know I do. Today it's like 92 degrees out, and I'm melting, so I definitely want to taste this and cool off. That's really rich. I like the extra crunch with the nuts. I like nuts in my ice cream. It couldn't be easier to make fresh, homemade ice cream with ingredients that you can control right at home with the Cuisinart Gelateria Ice Cream Sorbet and Gelato Maker.
Hi, I am here in the Go Indie test kitchen, and we are working with the Greenstar Elite Juicer today. We're going to be making a recipe from the Living with Greenstar cookbook, which is fantastic. We're making yummy in the tummy juice. That's carrots, parsley, celery, and apples. First thing we're going to do is put it together, which is super easy. The gears go on first, and they go together so that the one single dot goes between the double dot. Put it onto the machine. Put on the gear housing. And then the screen, you select your screen. And this one, for this recipe, we're using the fine screen, so it will get less pulp. And then casing, snap this closed. Put on the safety hood. And it's ready to go. Now it's time to make the juice. Turn on the Greenstar and go for it. This is the plastic blender, which you can use and push down the fruit or the vegetable, and it won't go down to the gears. But then, if you want to get the very last bit of it, you can use the wooden one, and it can go all the way down, but won't hurt the gears. If you find that the juice is not ejecting, you might want to open up the juicer knob a couple turns, and that's good for soft fruits like apple. In goes the celery. The great thing about the Greenstar is that leafy greens go through, like, it just sucks them right in. And with the 3-stage process, it crushes and cuts, mixes and presses, and makes delicious juice. It's done. Pour it into a cute little glass. It's so fresh and delicious and easy.